Started. There's definitely probably people who will be coming in later, so just if you want to come up forward to the front of the room, it's a little bit more nice and inviting. Don't be shy. The whole event kind of works on your participation as well, so there's percussion and drums spread throughout the Yeah. It's going to go off like clockwork every 5 minutes.
Oh yes, my feet. He says to me, I said,
ready? All right, come down, gather round. You come here, you brave souls, to the Four Directions event here at Earthman Farm. This is officially number 27, the 27th Four Directions event that started 2.5 seasons ago. Come on down. Come on. Don't be shy. We got some more people coming. My friend who's the manager over at Minerals Hotel is coming because we're talking about some projects. I'd love to see you all kind of up front and being here and sharing in the good vibes. Come on, Doreen, lead your posse. Get them down here. So thanks for being here. We have some people who are doing some stuff, so they should be getting in here for the West. So this is an interesting experience. If you've never learned about the Four Directions, it's kind of a teaching that is rooted in many different ancestral cultures. You've got Peruvian shamanism, Native American shamanism, Egyptian, Middle Eastern, African, Celtic. So every culture had a way of looking at life and the way that things happened in the world and nature. They really kind of paid attention to the stars and the phases of the planets, especially when it came to agriculture and the harvest, for growing food. But there's also a very, very cool, in-depth spiritual and philosophical delving into the human condition where, for example, things happen to us in life. If we want to apply it to our world right now, good things happen to us, some not so good things happen to us, some beautiful things happen to us, and some very, very tough, challenging things can be, happen to us as well. So it's not about, passing judgment on it. It's understanding that through the process of equanimity, we experience things and hopefully have an understanding that whatever happens is part of a greater opportunity to change and grow and improve ourselves. And we're all doing this work. You get a job promotion. That's a beautiful thing. Then you're in the south of something new that's going to take you on a new journey through life with this new career, new job, more money. That's a good thing. You fall in love. That's a beautiful thing. That spark, that chemistry, of connection with someone, it feels great to be with them. That's a south kind of experience that takes you on a journey. But then there's also, on the flip side, a divorce. There's getting fired. There's on the flip side. So there's I want to say dark and light. It's just a converse relationship where there's a positive experience. There's also sometimes a converse challenging situation that allows us to continue to grow as well. So the South is the experience. So the initial experience, good, bad, positive, negative, could be health crisis, Could be, you fix something in your body or your health and you overcome something. That's a beautiful thing. It's all beautiful, it's just some of it's a little bit more emotionally challenging and stressful than other things. But having faith in a process that you're going through, a growth spurt, so to speak, is what the teaching is all about. And what I've learned sitting with Native American elders and teepees for many, many years is just being humbled and hearing the ancient wisdom of our elders, especially the Native American. I really connect with Native American culture and Peruvian shamanism because many of my teachers were 30 plus years versed in those teachings. So when you're in the South, it's this idea that the snake, because it sheds its skin, it rebirths, phoenix rising kind of thing. So you go through the experience in the South energy because it's about transformation. And then you're off to the ground running. Now you could spend a year, 2 years in the South just trying to make sense of all the different things that are coming up for you, right? It could be emotional, it could be very sad, it could be grieving, but it could also be joyous. So whatever it is what it is. When you get through that phase of kind of indoctrination, kind of a rite of passage, you move into the West. So you're moving out, things are making more sense, you're getting epiphany, you're getting some insight into how you're changing and growing and how it's, hopefully you see the shifts in your own consciousness. The West is the jaguar energy. The jaguar path is about this beautiful, dark, black jaguar that in the jungle, you don't even know it's there. It's quietly just hanging out in the trees until it's ready to pounce on something, But the whole point of the jaguar is to be still. It's quiet, it's slow, it's reflective. It's teaching us to just slow down and really be in the evolutionary process. So I like the jaguar path because I think it's probably one of the most important catalyst areas of life to take us to the north, which is represented by the hummingbird. A hummingbird can fly up, down, left, right, hover in space completely still. It can go in any direction it wants, and that's why it's a powerful teacher in the sense that once you move through an experience, you've owned it. You embody the wisdom, you're a leader, you're a teacher, North Star, right? You are in this new version of yourself because of what happened in the South, right? So I'm giving you like this Cliff Notes education of this basic shamanic teaching principle that really helps us make sense of all the different aspects of our life. And we get through the north, we move to the east, which is the condor or the falcon, which is all about expansion. Because once you've reached the north, the expansion of the wingspan of any large bird, eagle, falcon, condor, they're up there gliding and they can see the whole land from miles down. They can see a little chipmunk, a little tiny rabbit. They have the ability to see and survey and purvey, and puree if they have a blender. I'm just kidding. And they can survey the whole expanse. And it's in that understanding that they're able, you as the representative, the symbolic representative of that bird, are in full expansion of self. And you basically have graduated through that cycle of growth. Now something could shoot the bird out of the sky and you might have a car crisis or a financial thing. Like you could be running different cycles of 4 directions all on top of each other at different times and different rhythms. Does that make kind of sense? Mm-hmm. So the table, I really love this teaching because I always continue to go to it when the turd hits the fan, so to speak. And it's okay because having faith in that helps us understand the grace and the humility of change and being willing to change and not resist the new person we become because of this stuff. So in that table right there's 4 little jars and they're all positioned in the actual north, east, south, and west. And we've been doing this this is the 27th time. And it's a really wonderful practice to just, if there's anything that you resonate with the teachings, because the music, the lyrics will resonate with the various directions. We'll play flute, there's drums, there's interaction, you can sing and chant, and use your voice. Like, this is a place where you're safe. It's a place of friendship and community, and I encourage you to participate in the many different areas of the event. So you can write little offerings, meditations, and prayers into those things. At the end of the night, they will be collected and they will be read out loud. No, just kidding. And then, they will be kidding. And we take them to the fire. And in a sincere prayer, we offer them into the fire. Because maybe the idea is that intention will manifest for you. And that's really it. It's just this real simple way of just getting together and celebrating all the threads that connect us as people, And we do it with music and sacredness. And and rock and roll, and it's really, and potluck and food and snacks, and it's just something that's Dennis. He is the owner of this wonderful farm and barn. He's right there, Dennis Ayulo. He's a dear friend. Say hi throughout the night. We love him very much. There's a lot of great people who are all part of a team, and we're like a real family trying to just keep stewarding a beautiful vision and bringing people to this place and getting familiar. And get your vegetables here and hell, you can always come here and relax if you need a break. Come talk to us, sit on the porch on a Saturday morning and weed with us and just connect. It's really here. It's really that real. We just love when people come to visit, because you become part of something very, very special in the bigger expansiveness of what we're trying to do, long term. So with that being said, we start each direction. I have so much here, it's like a Tupperware party. Because I don't use it all, but I need it all because it's intuitive. Like sometimes I don't know what I'm going to reach for. But we do blow in the conch shell in the beginning. It's a very sacred way of calling in the energy of the south, which would be the snake. And then we get into the flute, which is very meditative, so you can sit and breathe that in. Or once you feel the rhythm, please start to drum and rhythmically connect. There's drums throughout the room. It really is a very, very special experience when you play and interact, because it builds the energy in the room and it blesses the space with our collaboration. All right? All right, so I should have recorded that. I was actually forgot to turn the camera on.
Oh my God.
That's all right.
You can do it again.
No, that's good. Get that going. Okay. Thank you again for coming. All right. Jazz Dizzy Gillespie, the conch there. To the winds of the south, to the great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the past the way you shed skin, and teach us how to walk in humility and softly on the planet Earth. Teach us this way. Hello, is that who I see? Hey, buddy. We're just beginning. So enjoy, take a seat. So remember, it starts with the flute, so listen and kind of connect with the sounds. Find your breathing rhythm, and then use the drums and the shakers, because we'll be doing this throughout the evening. Here we go. do that 4 times throughout the night. Now this instrument over here is made of pure steel. It's a steel pan, hand pan, and it's very, very kind of mystical and ambient. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing in a different language now, which is a lot of fun. And I encourage you to just use your voice and sing the 2 words. It's very simple. We open with this every time in the South. Radhe Govinda. And what that means is you're humbling your heart in a very special way to something that you believe in. It could be higher power, it could be source of God, whatever consciousness means. It's a way of just humbling your heart to surrender that things happen in life. And it gives you a sense of strength and faith that you have the ability to kind of move through anything that throws your way. So Radhe Govinda is a Sanskrit term. And the music is just is a moment of celebration where our voices set this tone of just opening the heart in a really good way. And then we do some songs. So I know a lot of you are new tonight for this, so I appreciate you being here. And like I said, this is a very unique concert, and I only do it here. So it's like 1 part workshop, it's education, it's music, it's rock and roll. So are you enjoying the flute, Sharif? So here we go.
What is that?
This is Paulie. He's an amazing gardener farmer here. He's a big part of this farm. He hangs out and joins in and plays percussion every month at this special place. And that's Paulie, so I'll give him a nice round of applause. So when you see me play this thing, don't play drums yet because I'm creating a rhythmic loop thing. So if you play while I'm doing this, it'll get picked up on the microphone and then it'll get all in. So just let me start it and then collaborate once it's moving. Just a few ground rules. It's all part of the interactive element.
Okay.
I know you got it. Amazing. pack you up, put you in the car, and take you on the road. Yeah. Just, yeah. All right, so we're in the South, and so, and I have an album that I'm putting out very, very soon, so I want to...
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Woo!
So I'm going to open with one of the songs from the album. It's a very lovely song, and it's very southerly in terms of its lyrical content. The song is called The Other Door. And sometimes in life, things happen where you have to make a decision that's best for you. And you have to sometimes leave a situation behind, and sometimes that means you have to leave a person behind, or something happens. We relate to these things, especially with breakups and things of that nature. But it's also about just know that it's time to make the choice for your own betterment, and for your own mental, physical, emotional health. So this is a song about a relationship. It's called The Other Door, When Rome Falls. But it's about having the strength to do what's right for you and move on. So I hope you enjoy it. It means a lot.
You can pack it up, you can bring it down. You can drag this heart all over town. Nothing you can do that my heart hasn't seen. You can fool yourself, you can rob my store. You can think you can keep coming back for more. Now I'm asking you, could you please use the other door? We all get hurt sometimes. That's just the way it goes. Oh, we all get hurt sometimes. That's what we get it on for our hearts to grow. Dig in deeper, don't keep score. It's time I escort you across the floor. I'm asking you, would you please
Now, I'm a big fan of the blues and jazz, and I play in all different styles of music. And this is a song that was written in 1933. I haven't played it in the last two concerts. I really do love it. It just has a really fun kind of vibe and feel, so we need you to kind of drum along. And it's like a jazzy thing. You'll know the song if you've heard this. It was made very famous by a very tall man in a pink sweater, 1933. Tennessee, Ernie Ford, and this is called 16 Tons. These drums, come on.
Soft, yeah, last verse. If you see me coming, you better step aside. A lot of men did it and a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other of steel. If the right one gon' get you, then the left one will. There we go, 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and you're deeper in it. Simply don't you call me 'cause I can't go. You see I owe my
No, it's cool, you know.
I'm so shy.
You know, there's a lot of history in that story. You know, back in the turn of the century, in the Industrial Revolution, Pennsylvania was Wall Street. The steel industry, the coal mining industry, Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, all that area was where the wealth in America started, before New York and Wall Street. And so what happened, there was a movie in the 1970s with Sean Connery, and it was called The Molly Malones. And it was a very interesting historical movie about how the mining companies would hire miners to go in and dig the coal, and then they would pay them with pieces of paper to go use the paper to buy soap and food at the store that was owned by the mine. So they never really got paid money. They got paid in paper slips so they could go redeem at a store that was owned by the mine. So the song is about the struggle to just kind of break out of that system, and it's not an easy life. I mean, being in the coal mines, there's a lot of history to some of these songs that came in the turn of the century, you know. So it's, I don't know, I just always remember being a kid watching him sing, and I was like, who is this guy? It's like 6'6". It's like this tall dude. So we got else in the South. Oh yeah, let's do.
Bucks want a soda, a beer, some wine.
Oh,
All right, this is kind of a humorous song. I'm going to switch over. All right. All right, so these, I want to tell you a story. I got about 5 of these up here. Sure, look at this thing. The thing is big. This 83-year-old guy who I just stumbled into in Hackettstown, right? Julian, Hackettstown. Hey, Hackettstown representing. This really cool guy, he's a furniture maker, plays a little piano. He's never played guitar in his life. Doesn't know the first thing, but he's a hobbyist, and he's retired. And he knows Frank, who owns a guitar shop in Hackettstown. And I'm out there on Monday doing all like sound and relaxation for Alzheimer's and cognitive care. And so I ran into these things. And me and this guy, Joe, we've been developing like, oh, this is a cigar box. And it's just, and we're actually getting these things to sound really, really cool. And I'm just excited because I just love having this new tool to do songs and write songs and just be creative in a whole new way. And this has been, like, these are one-of-a-kind thing. This is a Bolo wine box converted into a double neck 3 and 4 string, and I'll be playing this later in the next set. So I'm just happy that I have a really cool friend out of Hackettstown. Well, I know Julia's from Hackettstown, so you're my cool friend. But then I've got Frank and I got Joe, who's like, and his wife is just like, oh, you gotta help Joe get these guitars out. He's really talented. She's a sweet little old lady. And I just like adore these people, and I love like helping him refine, and we're getting better at making these things sound really, really cool. First song I actually wrote on one of these cigar boxes. So you ever have a breakup? Everybody ever have a breakup?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever had a breakup. Here we go. This is called The Morning After. Mourning. So that's like a fun, quirky song, because sometimes you just gotta have songs like that that are just silly, but
You get that on college radio,
that could be like,
that's
wow.
everywhere. That would be across the whole.
And this little, like, it's like every
To dance
instrument.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's all because of this guy Joe, who's 83, different instruments create different sounds, and different songs come through different instruments, and that's what's so. I really enjoy playing so many different instruments, so I can keep exploring. So that's the whole point of this particular concert. Is like we're going on this journey together through all these different instruments and different moods and feelings, and the fact that your part in playing is a really special part of that. So I appreciate you doing it. So now we're going to move to the west, which again is like more reflective stuff. So we'll, there's a good John Denver tune, which I'm excited to play for you in the next set. So we're going to go back to the conch and bring in the west, and just keep going with the feeling, with everything we're doing tonight.
West is the
Yeah. So this is Joe. I feel like a little kid again. Because it's so tiny, but it's got a nice sound, it rocks and rolls. It's lovely. It wasn't it catchy?
Yeah, it was
After we broke up. Because you could really get really electric guitars on that, make it really
a great song. It's like your
punk rock and stuff.
But yeah.
All right, next set. Where is? Oh, Sharif, did you miss the conch shell before? You were here, right? This is always hit or miss depending on if my lips are dry, so it's kind of the going joke. This is the 27th concert, so this has been, it's just people come, people gather, they come in and out, so this is, just keep blessing the space with all this fun.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some friends I haven't seen in a while, which is really great. I'm really happy. Here we go. I wouldn't do that at the restaurant. The first time I sat with a bunch of Native American Indians in a teepee, they were blowing the conch, and I was like, what's going on? I was 20 years old, and I'm trying, because at 20, people know a little bit about my journey, and it was very tough, and I had Crohn's disease, and I'm trying to figure out why I can't eat anything back then, and I'm trying everything. I'm changing my diet, and then I'm going through these elders, them sitting in a teepee, and they're blessing the space, and I'm trying everything from every angle: physical, emotional, nutritional, spiritual, didn't care. Hey, if you tell me to sit and meditate, I'll do it. If it'll calm my body down. And it all somehow worked over time. A few people have known me for a long time, and I found a way to kind of Rubik's Cube it all together. And it wasn't easy, but when I blow the conch, I smile, because I remember my first reaction to hearing a conch in a group of Native American, Indian, Lakota elders, full headdress, everything, with the paint, and I'm sitting here, white Christian, Irish guy, one of these things don't belong here. What was that song from childhood?
Not like the
Sesame
other.
Street. One of these don't belong here. And I'm trying to and they were welcoming and very gracious, and it teaches you a lot about humility when you sit with other cultures. It's really profound. All right, so let's get back to the flute, get some good energy again, and we'll just kind of loop the whole thing for the west, north, and south. The west, and right, east. Here we go. That's the closest to a Harley Davidson. So that brings us into the West.
Yeah. And the West.
I like the West. I'm really excited for this set. So. Alright. So back to that kind of cool world music thing for a moment. 'Cause it's nice to hear your voices, even if you're not familiar with the language, even if you're singing and pretending but your voice is coming at me, we're ping-ponging, and that's the kind of the nature of that work. In a lot of my background, I used to play these types of concerts in over 300 yoga centers in 25 states for over 20 years.
Wow.
You know, so yeah, I just kind of go and do whatever, you know, it's just being marionetted, you know, and play a hall or an art gallery or, you know, this, and we do this. Every place I go, we do something very unique, and this is what we do here. You know? So use your voice, because it really feels great when we hear each other sing. Life's too short to be shy. My dad used to say that.
Aw, that's so true.
You know, right? You got to use your voice. You have a right to be heard. That's what this is about. sound great. From up here, you sound beautiful. It doesn't matter if we're singing an English song with words you know. It doesn't matter if you're singing a language you don't know. The whole point is to connect, especially in this particular format that we do the show.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
So we're in the West. Let's have a little fun. You know this one, so I expect you to sing along.
Okay.
There you go. That's the spirit. Thanks, Jules. That was a resounding okay.
Okay.
Oh, you're both named Jules. Jules.
Hi.
Cross the two names.
Stereo Jewels. Two people in Jewels.
All right, gang. Second.
Feel good too.
Yeah, please. I
You're
was,
good?
I went to school and I was a 2-year accounting major, and I said, what am I doing? No offense. I think part of it's just trying to figure out what you like to do and what you're good at.
Amen.
Do what you do, what you do, what you good at.
that's a nice one.
Did you guys try the lemonade? It's delicious.
This is a Dylan song.
It's really good. Would you like me to get you some?
Is there a bathroom?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm sure that there is. Would you guys like anything else? There's chips and dip if you want some.
Hello, you made it. Lovely.
Right? It's so good. It's not too sweet. It's like perfect. Thank you.
So if you know this, is that Eddie?
Crickets are chirping, the water is high. There's a soft cotton dress on the line hanging dry. Windows wide open, African trees bent over backwards in a hurricane breeze. There's smoke on the water. It's been there since June. And tree trunks uprooted in the high crescent moon. You hear the pulse and vibrations and the rumbling force. 'Cause somebody's out there beating on a dead horse. She never said nothing. There was nothing she wrote. She's gone with the man in the long black coat. She's gone with the man in the long black coat. She's gone. Oh, she's gone. Gone with the man in the long black coat. Gone with the man in the long black coat.
I like that song. That's a Dylan song. And Joan Osborne did a really good kind of rendition, so I did a kind of a combo platter of Dylan and Joan Osborne there on that one.
So is it just beer, like?
Great song.
And then it was.
Great song. All right. Now we're gonna have a little, this is gonna get a little,
See, the good thing about beer, you can beer all night. Right. Yeah. That I like.
so I gotta go back and,
Right.
Then you can boil the beer.
hold on, it's coming.
I know, he's trying.
Where did it go?
No,
There's
great.
that. Go back. Go.
He said that was the West that sounded suicide. Press.
Yeah. Got up and walked off. There it is, okay. So I want you to really chill and sit down and like experience this next tune. I'll be debuting the Bolo double neck wine box cigar box guitar made by this amazing friend, Joe Spitz, who I met in Hackettstown, and I kind of have this kind of platonic musical man crush on this guy. He's a genius, and he's just making me these really, really cool things. I want you to really experience the tonality of this little magical creation. Pretty one, all right. So if you want to give me like a nice slow swing beat, anybody in the audience with the drum? This will close the west.
Today's the day, a national holiday. People come from miles around to celebrate. They line up out on Fifth Avenue. Anticipation fills the air, the sight of balloons. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, simple 5. Boom, boom, cha. With one hand, boom, boom, cha. That's the beat. Today's the day, a national holiday. People come from miles around to celebrate. They line up out on Fifth Avenue. Anticipation fills the air with the sight of balloons. But there's just one who can't have fun. The typical Debbie Downer type, total anger on the run. She'll put the blame on you, rejects all other points of view. She's the one on the street at the parade, popping all the balloons. Someone must have took her power, hid away her love, became a coward. If she doesn't shift that hard, her life will fall apart. Just like a wilting flower, caught in the charade of a nitpicker parade. You should really take a good look at yourself. Project what's wrong with me, oh, while refusing to see. Please go point the finger and go nitpick someone else. Caught in a charade of a nitpicker parade. Oh, you should really go take a look at yourself. Oh, project what's wrong with me while you're refusing to see. Oh, go point the finger and please go nitpick someone else. Today's the day, oh, a national holiday. People come from miles around to celebrate. They line up out on Fifth Avenue. Anticipation fills the air with the sight of balloons. Oh, no, no. Caught in a charade of a nitpicker parade. You should really go take a look at yourself. Oh, project someone else. Please, please, please.
That'll close the west. We'll take like a 2-minute break. I just want to stand up and stretch and just say hello to everybody. And then we'll kick off some cool, fun stuff at the north. So don't go anywhere. Grab a snack. And thank you for listening. And thank you, Mr. Joe Spitz, who's making these amazing cigar wine box guitars for me. And they're just incredibly beautiful and cool. And they sound
So are you guys
like heaven.
We're back home tonight.
Tomorrow we can have 15.
Isn't it something else?
We have to make a pan.
Yeah, it's just so
Good for you guys. Always on the move. I love that. And you have matching pants. Love that.
It's where she found hers, and then she found these to compliment.
So well.
Right there, there you go.
So cool. They're so cute. Where did you guys get them?
Oh, look again.
I got this in Florida at the store, and then I found this on
Oh, yeah, I got this
It's
one
rooted.
online,
There's a
too.
whole
They
big
have
block of
really
plywood
nice,
inside it,
like,
attached to the
stuff.
bottom and the undercap.
That's cool.
And then it's got
I love that for you
it's a
guys.
furniture.
And then there's
We
a
raised
cross
all
stretched
the way.
to that.
We have yeah, well, not a bar. It's an actual big thing of wood, and then we've got an intonatable bridge. I'll show you. It's amazing.